So today what we're going to be doing is a meditation to help with our connection to the divine energy. So again, it's the connection to the divine energy, because many people are finding that they feel disconnected. And if you know how certain versions of the dark night of the soul work, is that this is part of the process. You feel totally separated from the divine energy and feel on your own and isolated. And many of us are going through this at the moment. We even being in the same home as family, we're feeling isolated. So today's meditation is going to help you to go through that connection and visualize your being connected to that divine energy, but also to feel you're connected to that divine energy, because many of us allow our mind to override what's actually happening in our energy. So that's what we're going to do today, and hopefully it will help some of you with that feeling of isolation by being brought back into that connection. So I want you to take a couple of nice deep breaths, close your eyes and get yourself nice and settled. And then what we're going to do today, we're going to set up our space using the archangels. So we're going to call in the 4 great archangels that I normally use to set up my space for any meditation. So we're going to first of all call in Archangel Michael, who is a protector. He's the protection that we need when we're going through these sort of feelings, helping us to be protected from outside influences. He's going to come in and he's going to step into one corner of the room where you are. And then we're going to call in Archangel Raphael, and he's the healer. And he's going to help you to heal anything that needs to be healed that's stopping you from having this connection with the divine. He's going to stand in another corner of the room. Archangel Gabriel, who is the messenger of the divine, and they're going to help for you to know what is true and know what is untrue with the messages you're receiving about your connection. And he's going to stand in another corner of the room. And then finally, Archangel Uriel. He's normally the Archangel of nature, but today he's also going to come in as the Archangel of wisdom, so that you're going to have that wonderful connection to nature and all that is, but also to know what is true for you, helping you to see what is right and what is really going on for you. He'll stand in the last corner. And then they're going to join their wings, and we're going to ask them to clear ourselves and the space that we're in of anything that is not appropriate for the meditation we're going to do. You should start to feel the energy change around you and within you. And as they do this, they're also going to be starting the process of helping you with that connection to the divine by clearing and healing what needs to be cleared and healed. And then we're going to start to expand that heart energy. It doesn't matter if you can only expand it so far, or you can expand it outside your body. It's whatever you can do. What I want you to do is see that light in your heart start to become brighter, start to become more powerful, so that you can stretch your heart energy a little bit more. And then we're going to send this energy upwards through the top of our head, our crown chakra. We're going to send it straight up. And we're going to be looking for a source of light. It doesn't matter if you don't see it, just know that your heart energy will find it, because that's the natural connection, your heart energy to the divine energy. You're going to feel that connection, feel that energy going into the divine energy, almost being pulled in by an invisible hand and plugged in. And we're going to allow that energy to start to flow down that connection so that it comes into our heart energy. It's going to flow into your heart, and it's going to start to help you to feel connected and supported. Help you to know that you are always connected to this energy. And while that's settling in, we're going to send our heart energy downwards. We're going to send it through the floor where we are, through the layers of the earth, and into that centre of the earth, that wonderful crystal. And we're going to put our heart energy into that crystal. And this crystal, this heart energy of the earth, is going to help you to connect to knowing that you are looked after by the earth as well. No matter what it looks like on the outside, the things that are going on around you, the earth is still looking after you, it is still supporting you, it is still providing you with supportive energy. We're going to bring that energy upwards. And as you bring it through the layers of the earth, feel that strength and holding of that energy. Feel that supportive energy. Know that supportive energy. This energy is what keeps nature going, and you are a part of nature. You are a part of this process. So even though we are doing what we are doing, living our lives in houses and all different manner of offices, online, this energy is still there. This energy is still connecting to us. This energy is still calling us into its support system. So we see that energy go into our heart. You may feel a little bit of excitement as you've connected to this energy, because nature loves to share its energy, loves to support the beings on this planet, loves to connect everybody to everybody. And that divine energy and that nature energy are now going to start flowing upwards and downwards and mixing together. And you may feel the energy of the two, one the calming supportive and one the exciting supportive energy start to become one, so that you start to feel that love and that support of the two energies mixing together. And see that pillar of light that they've created stretch out around you. And some of you may see yourself turn into a tree of light, so that you have branches and leaves coming out of your head, and the rest of you becomes the trunk and the roots of the tree. And others may remain as that pillar of light. It's whatever you feel comfortable with and what your energy wants you to use to feel supported and comfortable. Just sit in that energy. Just allow that supportive, connecting energy. Feel it flow, feel it hold you, feel it support you. If you need to breathe, to let things go, just breathe, because the angels around you are working on helping you to be more in the supportive energy, helping you to let go of things that you've held for so long, helping you to be in that space of knowing that no matter what happens, this energy is supporting you and helping you to see the answers that you need to help you, and also to feel the answers that you need. Because sometimes we feel what we need to do rather than see what we need to do, be it through our heart energy or be it through our observations of what is going around us. The signs start to appear around us of who we should talk to, who we should connect with, who we should be with. Just let that energy flow. Just start to feel yourself starting to relax and starting to be supported and held in that energy even more. Letting go of what you don't need. Feel it replaced with this wonderful supportive energy. We're also going to look upwards at our connection to the divine energy. And if you see it's a bit too thin, we're going to send a bit more energy from the earth upwards, and so that we can bring more of that divine energy down, so that it expands even more, allowing you to have even more of that supportive energy flowing into your heart. Now we're going to shift it so that no matter what happens when you finish this meditation, now you have had that connection, all you need to do is sit quietly and relax and just think of the divine energy, and this energy will return to your heart space. So you don't have to go through the whole meditation, but if you want to, you can. But your heart space will just call to that energy when you relax, so that you can reconnect and sit in that peaceful space, that wonderful, supportive, connective space that you're in now. Letting go of the stress, letting go of the worries. But the more we worry, the less we see of what the answer is. Our mind is shooting everywhere, but coming from our heart space, when we look at problems, we have more connection to answers, more connection to what we need. Just sit in that space. If you want to spend more time in this space, you can pause the video and then just start it again, so that then you go through what I'm going to take you through now, the closing down your energy. So we start at our crown chakra and we reduce the energy here to a comfortable level. And the Divine Mother steps forward and places on top of it a beautiful multicoloured crystal flower. And as always, it helps you to keep your connection to this wonderful divine energy, so that you are supported and it can flow into your heart energy and support you. Go down to our brow, reduce the energy front and back. And the crystal flower she places over the front and back helps us to see the truth of situations and also to help us keep our thoughts in joy. Go down to the throat, reduce the energy here front and back. And the crystal flower she places over the front and back helps us to speak our truth with joy and compassion. Down to our heart, reduce the energy here to a comfortable level, because we want to keep that energy flowing as much as we can till it settles into its natural rhythm. Then the crystal flower that's placed over the front and back helps us to send out compassion, self-compassion and unconditional love, but the most important thing, to bring it back to ourselves in equal amounts and to receive the positive abundance that comes with that. Down to our solar plexus, reduce the energy here front and back so it's so small it can hardly be seen. And then Archangel Michael places a crystal disc over the front and back, and Archangel Metatron draws a symbol over the front and back. And this helps us to stay in our power, to stay in our own energy, to stay free of interference from others who may try and sway us out of what we are supposed to be doing for ourselves. Lady Kuan Yin steps in and places a beautiful golden belt around us that stretches from our solar plexus to our sacral. And this also helps the liver and the spleen, these big power centres in this part of our body, to remain clear and strong and free of interference as well. And help us to let go of any emotions that we are storing here so that we don't hold them. Down to our sacral, and reduce the energy here front and back. And the crystal flower that's placed over the front and back helps us to become more creative in our lives. For as we become more creative in our lives, we connect to that wonderful divine energy and that wonderful earth energy. For they are all about creation, all about thinking outside the box, thinking in joy. And this is also a case of this flower will help us to accept the positive abundance that comes with doing that. We drop down to our base, reduce the energy here to a comfortable level. And the flower here helps us with that wonderful connection to the earth, that wonderful strengthening connection to the earth, so that we are always connected, we always feel safe, secure, and that we always know that the positive abundance that we need is flowing towards us. And then Archangel Michael, Archangel Zadkiel, and Archangel Metatron place their cloaks together and place them around us for protection. And then Archangel Gabriel sends symbols through that cloak so that if we talk to people who are a little bit emotional, that it helps to change that energy that they are projecting towards you into healing for them, and to stop you from feeling that emotion. And then Archangel Michael double bubbles you. Bubble on the inside is a crystal, which again only allows positive energy in and changes everything else to healing. And the bubble on the outside is the vibration you'll be moving around in for the rest of the day, and will help you to gently come down from this meditation as you need to. And I hope that take a couple of nice deep breaths, open your eyes, have a drink and a stretch. I hope that this meditation helps, because with everything that's going on, you need to be in your own space, your own energy now and again, so that you can start to feel that wonderful divine energy connection. So I'll leave you for now. I hope I'll see you next week. Bye for now.